Hi all, welcome to the lecture series of Universal Human Values. This is Shweta, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science Engineering, RMT Engineering College. And yes, we'll see about harmony in the family in today's lecture. So, the harmony in the family has primarily to do with the fulfillment of the relationship between one human being and other human being. In order to fulfill relationship, it's necessary to understand the relationship. Yes. So understanding relationship, it's having the four important aspects. So what are they are? Relationship is between oneself and another self. There are feelings in relationship in oneself for the another self, and these feelings can be recognized and they are definite, and their fulfillment and evaluation leads to mutual happiness. So yes, what's the first one? Relationship is between oneself and the another self. So when we talk about the relationship, we can make two important observation. The first is the relationship is already there, right? We are in fact embedded in a relationship. We already related to each other, whether we can recognize it or not. We don't have construct or create relationship. All we need to understand the relationship. Yes, we are part of the family with parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, and we have our neighbors, relatives, and friends. And also, we are connected to the people who are producing, processing, packaging, marketing, delivering, and these and all. Right? So, we need to understand the relationship with the oneself to and another self. Yes, this is the first one. And second observation is that relationship is between oneself and to the another self. Of course, the relationship exists between one human being and the other human being. However, understanding human being, we can easily say that it is the self which is recognizing the relationship and not the body. Yes, of course, self is recognizing the relationship, not the body is recognizing, right? It is a self which has the feelings in relationship and not the body. Also, the feelings are recognized by others and not by the body. In that sense, the relationship is between one self and the another self. It is the self that is able to see or understand the relationship or accept the relationship and fulfill the relationship. The body may be used as an instrument. In last lecture I have shared on thing that body is a material which do the activity which is proposed by the self, right? So the body may be used as an instrument in the process of fulfilling the relationship by both human beings. So this is the relation is between oneself and the another self, right? So the next one, there are feelings in relationship in oneself for the another other self, right? So the important issue is in human relationship is that of the feelings. We can see that the feelings are in the self, not in the body. It is this self which has the feelings and which recognize the feelings, right? So to understand the relationship, one has to understand the self and the feelings in the self. The main thing is that to understand the relationship, first the one has to understand the self and the feelings in the self. So the feelings are like respect, affection, or more important rather than merely the exchange of the physical facility. For example, you're happy with your mother's cooking even if it is very simple because of the feeling in that relationship, right? You may complain about very similar hostel mess food if you haven't realized that feelings in the relationship with the mess stuff. Is that happening or not? Is it happening, right? So feelings are central to human relationship. No amount of physical facility can ensure the fulfillment of feeling. and therefore no amount of physical facility alone can ensure the fulfillment in relationship, right? So what's the next one? These feelings can be recognized and they are definite. So the third important issue is that these feelings can be recognized, right? How many feelings are there? There are 9 feelings. So these are the feelings which can understand, which we can ensure within ourselves, which we can share with others, and thus we can ensure the mutual fulfillment in the relationship. So there are 9 feelings, and what are they? Yes, the first one is trust, and second one is respect, third one is affection, and fourth one is care, fifth one is guidance, and sixth is reverence, and seventh is glory, and eighth is gratitude, and ninth is love. So here they were saying like trust is the foundation value, and love is the complete value. While whether if you want to start a relationship with someone else, means we have to start the relationship with the trust, because it's a foundation value, right? So we have to start the relationship with the trust. And yes, if you are having the feeling of disrespect or distrust, means if you're comfortable with that person who were your opponent, no, right? We are feeling uncomfortable, so there is a contradiction. So you have to start the relationship with the trust. Okay, so next is fulfillment of the feelings in relationship, and their evaluation leads to mutual happiness. So when we have naturally acceptable feelings in the self, we share them with the other, and when we are both able to evaluate the feelings rightly, it leads to mutual happiness. That is the happiness in oneself as well as the happiness in the other. So for example, while we are participating something in our family, means if you are saying something to your parents, means they have to accept that. If they are not accepting that, there will be some contradiction, right? If they are accepting that, there will be some mutual happiness. That what they are saying. Yes, the important observation is that feelings are naturally acceptable to us. Therefore, the having these feelings in us leads to our happiness. Since these feelings are naturally acceptable to the other, so when we share these feelings with other, it leads to happiness of the other as well as. So evaluation is required to verify whether we have these feelings or not, whether we have expressed these feelings or not, whether the same feeling has reached the other or not. Ultimately, the evaluation is required to see the result of the mutual happiness or not. For example, if I have the feeling of respect, it leads to harmony within myself, right? Therefore, the happiness within, this feeling of respect within myself leads to my happiness. When I share this feeling of respect with you, it leads to your happiness. This is how it leads to mutual happiness. If you are respecting me, I'll be feeling happy. If I am respecting you, you'll be feeling happy. It leads to mutual happiness. If both were happy, it leads to mutual happiness. This can be verified for all other feelings like trust, care, affection, gratitude, and all other feelings. The harmony in the family has to do with the relationship, and relationship has to do with these 4 aspects. Only when we understand these 4 aspects, we understand the relationship. We are able to accept the relationship, and we are able to ensure the feelings in the relationship, that will lead to the fulfillment in the relationship. Therefore, having the right understanding or clarity about the relationship is at the base of fulfillment in relationship. Hope you all got the concept of the harmony in the family. So these are the 4 aspects which are most important to be in the harmony in our family, right? So thank you.